Hello everyone, Dr. Stephen Greene here from Make the Grade. I'm going to talk to you today about summer programming, summer academic ideas, things that you can do with your family, you can do with your students, or you can do yourself to keep you sharp, keep you up to date, and really get you ahead of the game for the fall and for the future. Here's a brief list of some of the things you can do. First of all, you can work on math. A lot of people struggle with math. Sometimes in a vacuum, it's easy. If the only class you had was math, you probably wouldn't have as much trouble because you could focus on it. I can talk to you about working with algebra, geometry, the core subjects like that, but also some of the more advanced ones like analysis, pre-calc, calculus, and on the other side, general math and the broader things like that you typically get in middle school or advanced elementary school. Reading. You should always read in the summer. I know people complain, I got to read this book because they give you books you may not like to read. Pick books you like. It doesn't really matter what it is. You should read every day. Just like you should practice math every day. If you're trying to improve math, you need to work on reading to improve reading. There's specific areas, comprehension, analysis, taking notes about what you read. These are all things you should be working on a daily basis, and somebody like myself can help you. College essays and applications. If you're in this window, in other words, if you're a junior, going to be a senior, you should absolutely be starting to work on your applications in August, and the essays really even before that. This is an area that I do a lot of work with, and it's been very successful over time. Don't put this off. Test prep. This is one of the core curriculums that make the grade. We prep for SATs, ACTs, PSATs. Summer is a great time to do this. Typically you have a lot less distractions. You have more time to focus on it. Especially if you're going to be a senior, you're coming into your last window to deal with these tests as you're doing your applications. If you're a junior or even going to be a sophomore, you've got the PSAT on the horizon. This is prime time to get that done. SAT, ACT cover all areas of the test: math, reading, writing, essays, science, English, you name it. Fabulous track record there. I'm going to say a little bit immodestly, but it's there. Subject remediation. Let's say you just got done taking biology and it just didn't go the way you wanted to. We can take a look at that, get you firmed up on that, get you strengthened. Same with math, because these subjects carry through into future areas and you're going to need them. So we can go back and take a look at some areas you may have struggled in. I specialize in math and science. We can go from there. The flip side of this, and I'm not even sure this is a word honestly, but I'm going to use it anyway, pre-mediation. Let's look ahead. Let's plan. Quick case study. Last year I had a student came to me. We worked on physics over the summer. We spent about 4 weeks, previewed the class, worked through the textbook, did a bunch of problems. She was so far ahead, we had covered things that got her through past the first quarter of the year. She did great. She got an A the first quarter of the year, took the pressure off that class and all the other classes coming down the road because she never put as much time into it. And then from there it was just maintenance. Same for math, algebra, geometry, pre-calc, just like the list I had before. Vocabulary development. I don't care if you're 2 or 200, you can always work on a vocabulary. Separately, I have a program for vocabulary development which I can share with you. This is just a matter of doing it. A little bit every day goes a long way. You like that? A little bit every day goes a long way. That's the key to vocabulary. Every level is vocabulary. There's 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, 9th grade, SAT level, college level. This is something you definitely should be working on. Here's some things you can do outside of what I do. Take a class. There's plenty of local colleges that offer classes. If you're especially a sophomore or junior, this looks great on your application. Take a class that you like. It doesn't have to be a super academic one. Just get in the environment. Or go to an academic camp. I get things all the time. Robotics camps, computer programming camps, gaming programming camps, subjects that you may be interested in that don't even give at your school. I had a student 2 summers ago that took a class in computer repair, which is something that was interested in them, and they've actually parlayed that into a little part-time business, actually not even so little, where they're fixing people's computers. And this is something they were able to do in the summer. Okay, let's just really quickly talk about how would I set up a program whether you're coming in for math, test prep, whatever. Step one is an evaluation. Let's look at where you are. Based on the evaluation, we plan a program based on the number of weeks you want to work on it, the number of hours you want to invest in it. I make a curriculum that would set up what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, what the objectives are, what the educational goals are, things like this. And then we go to work. We implement it. Typically, I meet with people an hour a week, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times, but typically an hour at a time, and we put our plan based on the assessment and the analysis into place. Then we schedule it out and we just do it. This is supposed to be fun. The summer is supposed to be fun. You don't want this to be hardcore, but you also want to learn, and the goal is to get things done that are going to benefit you down the road. Every time I work with somebody, whether it's in the office or online, which I'll talk about in a second, there's always feedback. You're going to get email reports, phone conferences, interfacing with me directly on how you, or in some cases your child, is doing with whatever program is going on. And I think this is really important. I do tutoring a couple different ways. The core of it is face-to-face, one-to-one. This is an individualized situation. I also have an online classroom. I am lucky to be able to work with people all over the world, several states, multiple countries. It's really neat. It's exciting. It's growing. But the point is, you're not limited if you only live within striking distance of my office here. I also am going to be offering more small group classes, probably mostly in test prep, because that's where the demand is. But there's a few other ideas that are out there. Okay, so listen, take some action, schedule now for the summer, plan ahead. I know people have camp and jobs and other things going on, and this is fine. We can work around that. That's one of the beauties, is the flexibility of the summer. I have some advantages to people who are willing to book early in terms of rates, and there's a lot of things I'm going to be giving away over the summer that will help you, whether even if you're not in the official Make the Grade scheduling queue. Check back with me. I've got all sorts of things you can use, even if you're going to self-direct, to get some of this stuff done. So here's how you reach me. Steve Greene, Make the Grade, 540-TEST, that's the phone number. Here's every conceivable electronic way to get a hold of me. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these things. Hit me up over there. So listen, thank you for listening to this. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of program I can design to help you or your student succeed. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much.